Me and my wife have this really kind of fun tradition. Let it be her birthday or my birthday or Christmas. We love to try to outdo each other with presents. Even though gift receiving really isn't one of our love languages, and even gift giving, sometimes it's very difficult for one another to shop for the other person. We don't even know what we want. We just kind of like the idea of blowing the budget, is what we call it. So it'll be November and we'll be looking at each other and saying, all right, what's the budget for Christmas? What are we doing this year? Is it $5? Is it $10? And we look at that, we say that to one another kind of with a smirk, knowing who's going to be the one that's going to blow the budget. Some years we've both kept to it. Some years neither one of us have. And then the really fun years is when one of us goes crazy. Now, we're not talking like a brand new Lamborghini or anything like that, but we definitely went over the $20 limit. And it's always fun when I'm the one that does it and my wife doesn't. She gets really mad. And that's kind of the fun mad, not the mad that I'm sleeping on the couch, but the fun mad of, I'm glad that you did this and you had a lot of fun with it. But one of the things that we'll look at each other when that present comes out, because we'll always hold back one and it's like, oh wait, there's one more. We'll almost kind of look at each other and be like, how much did this cost? Like we had a budget, how much did this cost? And because we know that we're on a fixed income, right? So it's not like it's just growing on trees. And if it was, I probably still couldn't make money that way because I can't grow anything. And so Jesus is sitting here in Mark 12, verse 41. He sat down opposite the treasury and he's watching people put money into the offering box. Right? Imagine if Jesus went to your church. Like at Calvary, we have the black boxes in the back of the room. Imagine Jesus just sitting down on the opposite side. And instead of looking at the stage, because those are in the back of the room, he's sitting at the stage side looking at the back instead of looking at the stage. He goes, I just want to see people putting money in the box. You're like, wow, okay. It's kind of awkward. And what he says, or what he sees, is many rich people are putting in large sums of money. Right? So in this day at the temple treasury, they had these like metal, almost like an upside down trumpet looking thing. And again, all the money then was coins. And so these rich people are walking up with large sums of money and they're just like pouring coins and coins and coins into this. Think of like a slot machine at Vegas that just hit, 777, and you hear all that money dumping out. Again, it's all those coins hitting metal. It would make a massive commotion. And so when you would walk up and you would dump all of your money into that little upside down trumpet thing, and it would make a big commotion, everybody would turn and look and be like, oh, wow, look at him. Look at how much he's giving. Like, look at that is impressive. Obviously, you can see why Jesus had an issue with it, because a lot of people gave, not because it cost them a lot, because they wanted their ego and their pride to build. They wanted that reputation amongst everybody else and say, look what I'm doing that you're not. And so he's sitting there opposite and he's seeing all that. And then verse 42, a poor widow, she came and put in 2 small copper coins, which make a penny. Like the penny is the smallest denomination of coinage that we have currently in circulation. And so she had 2 small copper coins that were even less than that. And the beautiful part is, being a poor widow, she could have kept one of those and gave 50% of her money into the temple treasury. Like if somebody walked up and said, I'm going to give 50% of all the money that I have to the church, that would be incredible. Like what a sacrifice. But she put both of them in. And so when he sees that, he called his disciples to him and he's like, come here guys, little teaching moment. Let's talk about this. He kind of shows that, and he says to them, truly I say to you, this poor widow has put more than all these who are contributing to the offering box. And I wonder if the disciples were like, Jesus, did you not just hear all the coins that some of these guys were just dumping into this? Like, what do you mean that she put in more than all of those? Like, what metric are you looking at? Like, those are 2 small copper little coins. Like, what's going on? Verse 44, he says, "For they all contributed out of their abundance, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything that she had, all that she had to live on." So that poor widow walked up with these 2 coins knowing this is it. And I'm putting them both to God. I'm putting everything there. See, when Jesus looks at that, he wasn't asking, oh, how much did you put in? Kind of the same question me and my wife ask each other when we get ourselves a gift. How much did this cost? See, Jesus wasn't asking a monetary number, like how much did that cost? How much did it cost you? See, those that were giving out of their abundance, it really didn't cost them much. They knew I could lose that. It's kind of like when people go to certain gambling establishments. Hopefully, they would only spend the money that they are willing to lose. Or I've heard that line before. Only bet what you're willing to lose. Not willing to lose anything, so I don't gamble. So they really didn't give much. It was out of their abundance. It wasn't going to change their everyday normal life. They didn't give in a sense that it was really going to hurt or cause them to wonder, hey, where's my next meal coming from? How am I going to make ends meet? They knew I can easily be perfectly fine in life without this. But the widow, she gave it all. Now, again, don't think that I'm the pastor asking for you to reach to your wallet and make a contribution to my ministry. No. We've talked before how we are made in the image and the likeness of God, that his inscription is upon our hearts. I'm asking, within our faith, when our trust in Jesus, do we give to him not just financially, but with our time, our talent, not just our treasure? Do we give to him out of our abundance? Or do we give to him out of our poverty? Like, how much is it really changing our lives? How much is it causing us to put ourselves into a position that we really need Jesus to come through? Or do we give out our abundance so that everybody around us can see everything that we've done for Jesus? Or I think the heart that Jesus would want to see from us, like the poor widow, she gave all. And so when Jesus goes to the cross, he's going to give all. And guess what is the very thing that Jesus would ask of us to give to him? All that we are.